Alright, so you started FL Studio and you don't know where to go. I'm gonna kind of lay down the groundwork here, or at least help you get on the right track. So one of the first things I do is I organize, and that pertains to making just your patterns right here, organizing them, picking out the sounds that you want. Right here I got a couple plugins already selected, and then I got my 808, my snare and my kick already selected, and then I have them set to mixer track right there. And what the this is just kind of a brief explanation before I go like a little bit more in depth in it, but it puts that particular plug-in to a mixer track. With this mixer track you can do multiple effects, sidechain it, automate it, so we'll come back to that. Anywho, so pretty much you want to get started, you want to organize, and it helps to make a template out of this too. So let's I got a pattern going on here, but you just save as, and you would go to FL Studio, projects, and then templates. You would save there, and then once you exit out FL Studio and come back to it, then it would actually show up for you. But so other than that, organize, for sure, probably my number one tip, including your folder area. Second tip, if you don't know music theory, you don't really need to know it in order to make music, really. You can do scales. You can activate it in your piano roll too. So you can activate it. I forget how, but I don't really prefer to do it through the DAW. I prefer to actually have a MIDI scale right here. That's not MIDI pack like a lot of advertisers put down. It's just a scale, and you put down a scale. You can go into this and pretty much make something almost instantly, but you don't always have to follow this either. So let's try to make something. I might fast forward this, I'm not super sure, real quick. What is this? Actually, I'm going to set it to 140. So let's try something like that. Try to have like a bass note. Not like a bass note, but like a root note kind of going on here. Maybe we'll turn it into kind of like see what 3 notes per thing sounds like. Something like that. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh my god. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so let's try. try to do some kind of like a triplet feel. Let's do some kind of like that. A little weird, but almost. I think that was. Let me try this too. Try. Oh, and how to do this. Probably should have specified that. So when you're on a note, you just press Control and you select it, or Control and then you left click and you drag, and it'll do multiple notes. And then if you want this, the chopper, it's Alt and U. We'll see if this one sounds good or not. I want that triplet feel, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. So let's try maybe just this. Almost. Maybe if I put this up a little bit more. Doesn't sound right. Let's undo that. Maybe that's better. So, you know, I went, you see the scale, the ghost notes right here, and you place it through. Can kind of make a good kind of melody part. And so I also got, if you don't want to make it boring, you can also do a counter melody. And yeah, let's see what we can do for that. So if you just want a simple one, whatever is your top notes would work real good. So let me actually go to, because I placed the scale, so once you should have done that. So I'm using a scale from Chew, but you don't have to get this one. I'll find it eventually. feel like it is, yeah. I think I'm using the minor harmonic, so you would just click it and drag it into your piano roll, and then from the channel rack, you just mute it, and you go to whatever your other instrument is, view it from there. So now that I got that, let's go. Normally I would switch my melody part, but that's okay for demoing purposes only. So let's try maybe a triplet feel with just the piano. Now let's leave that at just 3. And we'll oh yeah, and then if you press Alt and you left click, you can go, you can move it to any kind of, yeah. Might actually move this. Move this down a little bit. Maybe move this one down to here. Generally, you could get a good top melody or a counter melody just out of using the very top notes of the scale. You could do other things as well, but that's just kind of putting it, yeah, lightly. And this is only, 4 bars. It's, only for a couple seconds long, really. So, but move on to kick and snare. Now this is just showing you basic, pattern stuff. I could probably make this 8 bars or even, maybe even 16, really. But for just demo's sake, I'm just gonna try to keep it somewhat short. So yeah, so pick out kick and snare from wherever folders you got, drag them in there in the channel rack. Now you could use this to make it simple. But usually I start out in here, so it's 808, it's the kick. So I know, okay, yeah, C5 is gonna be generally on the start of, hold on a minute, hold up, I gotta delete the sampler. There you go. So now we have the actual ghost notes that we actually used. So, but generally speaking, you could start, you would generally use the root notes. So we'll try more like right here, because I think that would be, I think this is even probably too close, but we'll hear it. Try to space it out a little bit. You want room for your hi-hats and your snares, but you want a little bit of bounce to it, so we'll do maybe like a 3-hit on this one. Trying to start it where the piano's at. Actually, yeah, I might just leave a. So C5 is where the original kick is going to hit at. That's why I put it there. It's not, because if I drag it down to F4, it's going to be out of tune. You know. So there's that, because this is already in D. So it's pretty much where you want it. I'm you know, keeping it straight with the root notes, which this is what I'm calling the root note. But you could say it's kind of more of the lower note, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, that's just how I do it by. But yeah, that's how you can get it to sound pretty good every time. Alrighty, now. I didn't put hi-hats in here. Well, we'll do snare next. So from here we can see where the kicks are, and you want to put these in their own pattern. I'm just kind of laying them out in here, and then I'll separate it, and I'll show you guys how to like actually structure it. But yeah, so let's just kind of try to place it. I'm gonna try for right there. I don't know. So this is the 3 kicks right there. So this might sound too close together. Yeah, so yeah, it sounded a little too close. So let's try. So you can't tell if the kick's right here or right. No, I think it is right there. So let's try right there. Little. Just skip this whole bar. Okay. So I think the kick is here. So try for it. Okay, so now that we got the kick and the snare, you can do the 808. Now with the 808, you want to click on it. You want to go to this tab right here, level everything down, and you want to put hold there. Just because this kind of puts every 808 on the same leveling field, so you know, you don't really have to guesstimate how many notes you're doing and stuff like that to kind of judge the decay on it. So another thing you want to do, well, nah, I'll show you that in the mixing. So alright, see what I was talking about, the root notes? That's all that you'd be doing. So this is already you know, I'd do it at C5, I think. No, I think it would be good at this, wouldn't it? Yeah. No. I might have to put it up an octave, but I'll lay it down here. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of a shorter 808. I did not know that. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of lay them down here. And extend them as much as we can. But pretty much getting that initial punch with the kick and then getting the bass with the 808. So probably do some. Is there a cake over here? Yeah, okay. Do right there. And then do. Yeah, that's another thing. You're gonna do. You want to right click on this. You put cut itself. That keeps it from kind of getting all muddy and stuff. Let me try. And this is the snare right here. And I think the kick is over here again. So I'll make it right there. Okay, so it's up octave. Oh yeah, and how you do that? You just if you're on just this one instrument, I just press Control A and it'll select everything, and you just hit Control again, and you press up on the arrow key. So thinking about hitting a slide here, so maybe, I don't know, it's kind of a short bass, 808, so it might not sound too good. This is so let's try something like that. May hit another one a little lower on this one. Yeah. Go. And once you have them all done, you separate them. So right click, put cut. This is my melody one. Just pasting. Go back to chords. I'm just doing this. This is my 808, right? Yeah. Alright, so you pretty much, you gotta get hi-hats, right? Yep. Alright, so hi-hats. Something just from, I can't use shoe stuff when it comes to hi-hats. Let's go, trap starter, I think that'll work. Hi-hats cool. Okay, those are all terrible. Alright, never mind. There you go. Sounds alright. Alright. So, if you watch Bro Beats, he actually shows you something that you could do with this. So you would take literally your entire melody, right? And you just, well, I guess I could just copy. It's a really weird way of doing it, but I'll put that to 6. Alright. And from here, so you have this one kind of, this is your volume knob. You'd have this one like in the background, and you'd have either the same hi-hat or a different one, and you would have it more of on a rhythm. So go with this one. Sounds alright. Yeah, so we'll do this 140. Maybe 2 steps. We'll see. So let's try to put everything in here. This is your actual playlist. This is where you put your patterns in it. So generally, I make everything, I put it here, make sure it sounds good, and then I move on to structuring. So we'll do that. And when it comes to this, I was already in piano roll. you can delete these and stuff if you want, but you could also split them using chopper. See what this sounds like. It might not sound that great. Yeah, it's a hit or miss whether this trick kind of works. Okay, so it sounded pretty okay in the first part. So. Try something kind of close to that. There's the basic structuring. Now to move on to, well, actually, that's more figuring out what sounds good. Now we're actually moving on to structuring. So with this, I can make my own hi-hat. Or I do that. Cut. So, generally you want to lead with some type of instrument to kind of produce like a drop or something. So let's kind of, we'll see which one we want to make that. Yeah, I think that would be, yeah. So we're gonna make this. So you control select it and you press shift and that'll make a duplicate of it. So I'm gonna make that about that long, and I think I might do this and then I might cut it right here. Let's see how long that is. 15 seconds. Yeah. And then right from here, I'll have the bass drop. So you have everything kind of pouring in at this point. But I don't know, I might introduce the guitar. I don't know, we'll see. So probably have the hi-hat start over here, maybe automate it a little bit. We'll see. So for this, make it we'll see if this works. Okay, so that did not work. Let's try cutting this. Or actually, you know what? Let's try just redoing this whole fucking thing. Then Okay. I'll probably turn this down a little bit more. So, there you go. It's a basic kind of how to make a drop type of thing. You just take this, shift, something like this. If you're worried about, you know, maybe you got like a perfect 4-bar loop and you don't really want to extend it to be an 8-bar, something you can kind of do is you can do effects in it. Trying to think. You could do like roast beat or halftime. You could also do. Not too sure this will work, but it might. We'll do. Here, let me. Actually, oh no, that's not what I meant to do. We'll do something kind of close to this. Sometimes this will work. It'll kind of switch things up. I'll start from the actual beginning. So it gives you a decent break in there. You could do effects. Let's see here. I don't really know what this. Let's just do. I'll turn that way the fuck down. Goddamn, loud as hell. Alright, let's just put that in there. Probably put it even down more. So, that's a way to keep it from getting boring. Do effects, you could automate stuff. Now I'll show you how to automate. So I'll show you more actually mixer, to be honest with you. So when it comes to 808s, that's pretty much like the first thing I do once I pick out an 808, just so I don't forget. You're gonna click on the channel, you're gonna go to kick, and you're gonna sidechain to this track. You just leave the where it's at, and that way the 808 kind of ducks when the kick is happening. Just helps with muddiness and distortion and stuff. So we'll just kind of hear this and see what sounds kind of prominent and whatnot. can do for this one. Let's try. You want to add distortion to it. This is a pretty good one, but this isn't really a track that could really go for the distortion in my opinion, so I'm not going to use it. But yeah, there you go. I think I might add a little bit of reverb to this. Do have, let's see. There we go. Single this one out. Automation. Let's do. I have yet to use this one. Okay, so in this one, let's see. That's not bad. This is a free plugin, by the way, too. So when we're coming to automate this, I'm gonna make a, let's do, actually, I'm gonna shift it. We're gonna make this are okay, a chorus or something. You know, a chorus sometimes you build up instead of breaking down, but for this I'll break down. Let's go. Let's try hi-hat and chords. And so you're just gonna click on that, right click or whatever, create automation clip, and we're gonna have this all the way down until, so we're gonna put this, so you make a dot and then you put it hold, and that'll, yep, and then you drag this part up. So let's see what that sounds like. You can use that as kind of like a break and do another verse. Yeah, another way to kind of keep it from being boring. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I got. My balance yeah, there you go. That's how to make a beat starting out.